Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Pause and Effect on Air. I'm your host CJ, and today I'm doing some game development work once again. Let me go ahead and get this music started. I think I forgot to turn it down a smidge, so here we are. Starting off with Rainy Turtleoid's stage from Mega Man X6. So I think for this stream I'm also going to turn the PNG tuber thing on. I just gotta wait for it. There you are. However, I'm going to shrink you down. That should be fine. It's not so obstructive that, Okay, so the idea that I came up with last time, and I just kind of got to figure out how to do this, is, So the pill can like spin around and it just kind of flops around a bit. So the idea that I had, and I'll go back to the player character here, is it's on the rigid body. So if I have the freeze rotation unchecked, but if I hit this for X and I turn it back on, that was clearly the wrong one. Let me just freeze the rotation for all three axes. Yeah, so the character doesn't move around or flop around as I'm doing this. Cool. Yep, I fell. But by unfreezing the rotation, this character flops around as though they are a pill of sorts. And I remember thinking to myself last week, like, wait a minute, I can work with this. Okay, so as I said when I talked about this stream, when I shared it everywhere before, the thing that I want to try doing at this point now is block out a level. So I'm actually going to move this. And I have this diagram of the esophagus up on the side because I thought the idea that I came up with when I streamed last week was come up with a general idea. Banjo, what's that all about? Hey, Garby Fan Merrick's, welcome to the stream. So, the idea that I came up with was be a pill going down the esophagus. And the ultimate goal is to, like, I could do it as multiple levels. The ultimate goal is to fight your way through, like, esophageal, I think that's the term, obstruction. And, like, hopefully, and hope to God that you don't end up in the windpipe. And, like, just make it to the stomach acid and get dissolved. Just like fall down and fall through. And obviously don't get stuck, but then the fact The fact that I'm still having the bug where the character or the pill can still like jump multiple times in midair, I think that could actually work to my advantage. Okay. So, where's the camera at? This is gonna be dumb, but one thing I'm gonna try to do is parent the camera to the player. Oh my god. Oh god, I wasn't expecting this. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so I may need to, in the player's rigid body, I need to test and see which thing. Okay. So which rotation locks up my spinning? Okay, so it's the Z-axis for sure. Jenny, welcome to the stream. I just say undo, undo. Yeah, it's it was pretty bad. Okay, so lock X and Y rotation. Let me try this again. Nope. No, no, no. Wait. There. What? Okay, stupidest idea. What if I add a rigid body to the camera? Will this work? Oh, right. Doesn't use gravity. Okay. So that's not working. So I don't actually need to keep that. Okay. Unity, move, camera with player. SC Jolly, welcome to the stream. This is from 10 years ago. Unity, move camera with player 2026. Write a script to make the camera follow the player sphere with a fixed offset. Okay, let me see if the camera is in the spot I want it to be. Yeah, it's centered on the player. This is what I want. Like, I don't need this isometric nonsense. Create camera controller. Okay, camera controller. Fuck off, I'm not signing into this. Inside the first curly brace. Okay. Public game object player, private, vector 3, offset. In the start function, offset equals transform dot position minus player dot transform dot position. So in update. Oh, whoops. Huh, it actually predicted. Void late update. Go away. Okay, let me save that. Compile it, please. I'm glad it started playing a Kirby song. It makes what I'm doing a little more fun. I think I'm gonna put this on repeat a couple times. Okay. Assign the player game object variable in the inspector window. Okay, experiment with the player as a parent game object. This very obviously did not work. Okay, so, okay, that I've done. So do I need to put this script... Do I add this script to the camera? Okay, let's see. Oh my god, I don't need to do anything else. This is functioning exactly how I want it to. Have you been figuring things out, Peony? Yes. I've just figured something out. Okay. Good. I don't need to do nothing. Okay. So the main camera will now move along with the player. And because I haven't set a specific offset, I can just adjust it to whatever I please. Okay. So, another order of business. So, I need to... So, what kind of material is this? Doesn't matter. Okay, new material. I'm going to call this... I'm going to call this esophagus lining sides. Huh? What is this? Resizing IMDb map failed? Oh. Okay. Well, that's a weird thing to happen. It's doing it again. Okay, something really weird is happening with the bug reporter. It won't even let me... Oh, I see why. No. Okay, details. Attempted to create a new material in file. Unity immediately froze with IMDb map error. Then crashed. Attempting to reopen the project. Froze the project upon opening and immediately crashed once again. Okay. Let's see if it works again. Yep, resizing IMDb map failed. Again. This is a problem. Okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna restart in Godot. Hold on. Okay. Right, all my old projects are on my other rig. I'm just gonna call this esophagus project. There, just need to make sure I highlight that for later. Okay, I'm changing songs. Huh? Hold on, why the hell can't you play this song? Can be so weird sometimes. Oh, when did that happen? Oh, shoot, I didn't realize... Hold... Ah, okay, are we back? Sorry about that, everybody. I didn't realize that, my stream froze and I ended up dropping a lot of frames, so like, we're back, hopefully. Okay, if I remember this right... Okay, hold on. Why is it doing this? There. Okay. Guess add child node. Camera? Yeah, camera 3D. Let me think. This wasn't it. Alright, hold on. Okay, hold on. I think this is 4.5. Okay, all I need... Okay, I have the wrong shape. That's why. Delete. Yes. Ah, that took it with it. What do I need? A rigid body? No, I need a static body. No 3D collision, physics, static. I'll call this ground. So then I need collision shape 3D. Shape. Oh no, wait. This I think needs to be... No, it doesn't. Oh, that's what I was missing. Mesh instance 3D. Okay, that makes more sense. Box mesh. That's better. Okay. If you're just now tuning in, Unity keeps crashing on me, so I'm gonna switch to Godot Engine and try to do this here. Because this is bullshit. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. I think it's fine if I keep it as Node 3D for now. Now the thing that I want to do is change the color of this. I'm going to worry about directional lighting later. Create materials in Godot. No, I'm trying to create material in Godot 4.5. Hello? Oh. Oh, I see. Canvas item material, I guess? Okay, I gotta name it. I think I can move on from this song. Oh, I needed a standard material. Bro, all I need is the color. Yeah, that actually works. Cube. Oh, this might be it. Okay, oh, here we are. To be a lot paler than that. Yeah. Needs to be a solid color. If I had a color picker for web browser. Okay. There we go. So it should be relatively fine-ish now. Now if I come into the mesh instance, drag that in. All right, cool. Ow. Cool. It is relatively pinkish looking. Ow. So let's grab a camera. Put your ass in the scene. looks like an eraser? In a way it does. Okay, good. What if I set... No, like I said, I'll worry about lighting later, but I do want to see what this looks like. Yeah, okay. There. Oh, this is a Gormagala's theme from Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. I wondered what this was when I saw Japanese words, but here we are. Okay. So we definitely need a directional light. Okay, so this needs to be then rotated -90. Yeah. That works. Or this lighting looks exactly as I had hoped for. Awesome. So now what I need. So player scene and input actions. Okay, new scene. Node, we are going to call this player. So add child node, character body 3D. Player, instantiate a pivot node. Oh no, wait. Node 3D. Call this pivot. Oh, I get it. They want me to use the like standard one. However, wait, hold on. This needs to be a collision shape. And I need this to be a capsule shape. Mesh instance 3D. pill body. Pill texture. Ugh, excuse me. Okay, then why don't I come up with a new resource? Nope. Nope. No. Wait, what is this one? Alright, cool. We're going with this. Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll go with... Yeah, I'll flatten this out. Yeah, then this way, like, you're only gonna see it from one direction anyway. There. Oh, I can just... Standard material 3D. I don't want to color it blue because I don't want it to look like a Viagra pill. Yeah, if I color it orange, it looks like a Motrin pill. Yeah, this ought to be fine. Yeah, this should be fine-ish, I think. Also, I think I'll make the PNG tuber a little bit larger. Yeah, that should be normal-ish. Yeah. I think this is normal. Yeah. If there's a way that I could add like a notch through the center, I would, but I think it's fine. Okay, so that's done. Right. So now under project settings, input map. Need to move this so that I can read it. Excuse me. Move left, move right, jump. I wondered whose headlights I was seeing through my window. It's my neighbor's. No matter. Yeah, this ought to work. What else do I want to add in terms of input? We should be fine. Alright, moving the player with code. Okay, right-click the player node. Or wait, can I just hit this? Oh no, I don't have one. Attach script. Template object empty. Export variable speed equals, let's go 5. Export variable fall acceleration. I'm changing this song. Sure. I keep dropping frames. How does this keep happening? Okay, hold on. I gotta restart the stream again. Just stop it just so I... Okay, that should be fine. Man. This OBS does not want to agree with me today, and I couldn't tell you why. Export variable fall acceleration. gonna say 10. Okay, then function physics process delta. Move right. Okay. If input dot is action pressed, move left. Direction dot x minus equals 1. Oh yeah. Okay, what's the problem here? Okay, so still under physics process. If direction does not equal vector 3 dot 0, okay. Here we only normalize the vector if the direction has a length greater than 0, which means the player is pressing a direction key. We compute the direction the pivot is looking by creating a... Alright. So then... target... I need to see... Yeah, so I need Y. I don't think I need the target.velocity.z thing. So complicated? Yeah, you're not wrong. This would be a lot easier in Unity. The only problem is Unity is fucking my shit backwards. Oh, goddamn, no. Okay. Okay, so if not is on floor, maybe Unity needs an update to work with your setup? No, like Unity worked last week. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on repeat for a little while. Minus. Yeah, that's better. There. Okay, testing our players' movements. Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, so there. Move the camera roughly hereabouts. Let me see how this looks in game. Okay, need to pull this up higher. Just a smidge. No, this needs to be lower a bit. Yeah, good. Okay, so now that that's done, add child node. Where's... Oh, I need to instantiate child scene. Now, as I test all this, wait, something weird happened. Uh... Okay, this might work. Yeah, should be fine. Yes, overwrite it. Okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that makes... No, god damn it, I'm trying to... Okay, clear that. New script. Create. There. There. This should work now. Okay, so why is it falling? That's what I want to know. Oh, right. Don't I need to set... I need to set, like, collisions, don't I? Okay. Godot character falls through floor. This is honestly more frustrating trying to do this in Godot, when I think maybe the best thing to do would be to see what files I can salvage. I wonder if they got back to me. No, actually, I'm not going to check Gmail live on stream. I'll check it on my phone. Oh no, it's just a automated thing thanking me for my bug report. A few things are on sale on Steam right now. Huh. Huh. Kingdom Hearts 3 is on sale. God, there's so many emails to sort through. Yep, you know what? Hey, Pickle, welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna reopen Unity. That's Grifflink. Please work. Yeah, shit. A stack over... What do you mean, page not found? This is from a week ago. That's from 7 years ago. No, 8 years ago. God, I forget it's 2026. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm just gonna try a new project. At least all three of them are saved in the same spot. Okay, well. I'm still waiting. While this loads up, I'm just gonna archive some of these emails. Okay, Shirt Punch is selling a free rinse shirt today. Oh shit, the shirts at the Yeti today are kinda dope. Huh, okay. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I still have these. Oh great, am I gonna have to rewatch all of this? In order to try to do all this bullshit again from scratch? Ugh. This might as well happen.
Hi guys! In this video we're going to start building a 3D platformer using the Unity game engine. We'll cover how simple. If you already have it installed, then you can skip over this chapter. We'll go to unity.com/download. Then we'll download Unity Hub and install it. We'll go to the projects. We'll add more game objects to this to make a simple level. First of all, we'll go to the project panel. In here, we'll find a folder that contains the scenes. We'll double-click this folder to open it. We'll right-click the sample scene and select Rename. We'll name this Level 1.
Oh, wait.
We'll add more game objects to this to make a simple level. First of all, we'll go to the project panel. In here, we'll find a folder that contains the scenes. We'll double-click this folder to open it. We'll right-click the sample scene and select Rename. We'll name this Level 1. Now we'll start adding some platforms to the level. We'll click the plus button in the hierarchy and select 3D object Cube. We'll name this Platform. We can now see a cube in the scene view. We can use the mouse wheel to zoom in. Or we can double click on the platform.
Hold on. Alright, so where exactly... I can't see the floor. Okay, hold up. Create folder. Scripts. Let's drag all of this in here. Yeah, okay. Wait. No, don't stop trying to update Visual Studio. Okay.
In the higher right hand has a transform, which this key 0. To help with this, we can click various other components. There's also a box collider component, which defines a shape that's used by the physics system to handle collisions. Next, we'll create another identical platform. One way we can do this is to duplicate the existing platform.
Yeah, I don't need the duplication platform.
We need to. Then next we'll give them some color assets folder in the project panel.
Create folder. Materials. Create material. I'm going to call this esophagus sides. Oh, whoops. There. There. That should be fine for now. I do sincerely have to wonder what caused I think if I remember this correctly. There. Move left. Move right. Jump. Head binding. Yeah, good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this path, listen, right? Path, listen, right on the D-pad. Listen, right on the left stick. Okay. So the south button on a gamepad. Okay. That should do it, I think. Okay. So now, the thing that I think I need to do... I just need to refigure out how to make the character. I think I need to come in here.
Hi guys! In this video, we can see that there's a list of all sorts of standard game controls, such as moving. If game to is by the item select from happening order. We'll close this window and select the player in the hierarchy foot.
Oh, that was in the last video.
Hi guys! In this video, we'll name this player. Now both platforms have turned green. Next, we'll create an object to represent the player. We'll click the plus button in the hierarchy and select 3D object, capsule. We'll name this player. We'll set the position of this to 2.5 on the y-axis to place it on top of the platform. Let's make it look a bit more interesting by changing the colour of the player. We'll navigate to the material.
Hang on. Okay, now if I recall correctly, we need a rigid body component, unaffected by gravity, so create material, I'll call this pill body. Give it the same orange color I did last time. There. Okay. So as long as I keep freeze rotation off, the pill is just going to keep flipping all over the place, which is exactly what I want. Okay.
Those folder. The drag how this select the file changes.
Yeah, it's not looking at nothing. How do they have their camera set up?
Finally, keyboard.
That's really odd. I'm actually going to delete the camera. No wonder. I think it was just super high up. Let's see. Perfect. Let's see. Okay, good. I got it positioned correctly. Now we just need to bring it up a bit. Maybe a little bit further back. All right, cool. I'm actually going to create another material, stomach acid. Yeah, because the idea, actually, if I want this to be really cartoony, the stomach acid should probably be green. Medically, that's a very bad sign. I'm aware of that. But, it should be alright. Now. There, that should work.
Hi guys.
Now we need to come back in
here.
here.
We're going. Okay, the first thing we need to do is define the controls for our game. We'll navigate to the Assets folder in the Project panel. In here we can see this Input System Actions file. This file defines a default control scheme that Unity created for us. Let's double click this to open it. We can see that there's a list of all sorts of standard game controls, such as moving if the gamepad is pressed at work. The plus button to our X arrow. We want the gamepad to add a new view. And this, we can see there are empty bindings for each direction. Now we need to use this to make the player move. We'll close this window and select the player in the hierarchy. We need to tell this game object to listen for input. We can do this by adding a new component. We'll go to the inspector and click the Add Component button. We'll search for player input. Then we'll click to add the component. We can see it's automatically assigned the input actions we just created. This component will...
Wait, what's it called?
And click the Add Component button. We'll search for player input. Then we'll click to add the component. We can see it's automatically assigned the input actions we just created. This component will listen out for the configured inputs and then notify us of what action has occurred. To listen out for these notifications, we need to add a custom script. We'll go to the project panel and click the plus button to create a new folder.
Okay.
We'll call this scripts.
Okay, I'm already a step ahead of you.
We'll double click to open this. We're going to end up with lots of scripts, so it's a good idea to group them into folders. We'll create a new folder called Level to contain all the scripts for the level. Inside this, we'll create another folder called Player to contain all the player-related scripts.
You know what? That's actually a smart idea.
We'll open this folder and then
What the hell do you mean reloading domain? Okay. So do I just need to drag and drop my scripts here? I'm gonna set these to 5. Let's see. It's being very odd right now. Okay. Yeah, it should be normal.
click the plus button. Method called onMove. You type.
Honestly, yeah. Stop trying to update.
Right, let's click the Save button and go back to Unity to give it a try. We'll click on the Console tab. This will allow us to see all the debug messages. We'll click the Play button to start the game. If we press the W key, we can see the input value in the console.
Alright, Jenny, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you on the future stream. Have a good rest of your night. 0 in the X direction and 1 in the Y direction. If we press the D key, we get 1 in the X direction. If we press them both at the same time, we get a value of around 0.7 in both directions. This is representing a diagonal direction. The arrow keys also work in the same way. If we use a gamepad, we can achieve a bigger range of values, as we can partially move the thumbstick in any direction. Now that we're getting input values, we need to use them to move the player. Let's stop the game and go to the project panel. We're going to add another script to move the player. We'll click the plus button and select Mono Behavior Script. We'll name this Player Controller. Once it's loaded, we'll drag this onto the player in the hierarchy. This is being very strange. Because the player has both of these scripts. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Then we'll double click. We'll add a. Next, we'll create a key. In here, we're going to use the
Player controller, player input controller. Yeah, it should be referencing these. I'm thinking maybe I should... remove both of these components and then just re-add them. Yeah, I don't get it.
Get component method.
Well, at least let me see if it worked. Why is it rotating? Yeah, weird. It's like clearly moving by itself. Maybe I want to actually use gravity for this thing. Oh. Gonna remove that temporarily. Probably want to remove this. Yeah, it's falling like a brick. So, yeah, there's some stuff. It works per se, but it's not getting my... This is odd.
To get the player input controller and assign it to the... Now when we press the movement keys, the player moves. It's a second called 60 seconds. The position second is that's for key. Let's click this button to save both scripts.
Alright, I can actually re-add the camera control script back into here. Wait, I want to save this as a prefab. Oops. Unity, how to save prefab. Is that really it? Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh god, please don't break anything. Yes, okay, good. Oh. Okay, so the jump works, but the movement doesn't. I'll set that to 5, and I'll set this to like 6. Oh. Okay, so there's a bit too much of an offset. Okay. The camera is relatively where I want it. I wonder if there's something up with the input systems. Oh wait, you know what? Actually, let me check the script. Ugh, excuse me. Private float speed, private float jump speed. I'm realizing now, I don't think there's... Like, move left and move right aren't being called. By anything.
This component will listen out for the config. These notes. Inside this, we'll click the plus button. The hierarchy. We're in the hierarchy. On move. That's it. Just to the value of this put in the action. If we press them both at the same time, we get a value of around 0.6. If we press the W key.
You know what? I'm adding that function back in. Debug.log input value dot get vector 2. Let's see. Let me see, what did you name it? Oh, wait a minute.
For this one, we'll tick the keyboard and mouse control scheme. Select.
Okay, I think I get it a little better. Yeah, let me see something. Let me see what they did here.
For moving the play. Move. We'll change the action type to value.
Ah.
and we'll change the control type to vector to get a value containing a vector.
Oh, control type vector 2. Got it.
With 2 dimensions based on our input. The vector will have an x and y component. We'll select
Okay.
the gamepad check to allow inputting. We'll select the up, down, left, right composite.
Okay, so up, no binding, down, no binding. D on the keyboard. Delete those.
This will allow us to combine the input from 4 separate keys into one value. We'll right-click this and select Rename. We'll name it Keyboard. If we expand this, we can see there are empty bindings for each direction. We'll select the binding for up. We'll map this to the W key on the keyboard. To do this, we'll click on the Path drop-down. Then we can click the Listen button. It's now listening for input. We can now press the W key and it will appear in the drop-down. We'll select this to assign it. For this one, we'll tick the keyboard and mouse control scheme.
Now that I've done this, I wonder if he'll move now. He does! Okay, so that was my problem. So that's what it was. I had to assign... I had the buttons assigned incorrectly. This took... This took a little too much time to try to rebuild, but, I finally got it. Okay, this took an hour and a fucking half. Now I can actually try blocking some bullshit out. Right. I want to try to get this thing looking like a tongue, but I think I can leave that for now. Okay. So the esophagus typically is pretty small. So I'm actually going to rename this tongue. Esophagus wall right. Nah, just so I can read them better. Okay, either I'm crazy or I heard an alarm going off that insinuates my roommate set the kitchen on fire again. Our house has problems. Let's see. I think I can move these over a little bit. Okay, this needs to be renamed back esophagus wall. Wait. This may end up looking too thin, but let's see how this goes, just for now. Okay. Okay, so this kind of works the way I thought it was going to. However, I think I can make this a little wider, a little more forgiving, you know? I can just get right in the crack. There! Finally! Okay, back to the picture of the esophagus lining. Gross. LOL. Yeah. There. Okay, so it does look a little ugly, at least for now. Yeah. Yeah, that should work fine. So now... I'm just happy I successfully rebuilt my project from where it was before. There. It looks butt fucking ugly, but at the same time, it's cool. There. Alright, just need to extend this out a little bit better. All right, Pickle, thank you so much for hanging out, and I will catch you on the next stream. Have a good night. I am continuing my run of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance tomorrow, I think. Yes, I am. That is exactly what we're doing. Hallelujah. All right. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you next time. Ooh, ow. Popped my neck. That actually hurt. Wait. I have an idea. First of all, I gotta get my controller out of my lap. Widen this. So I'm going to rename this. No, actually, before I do that. There. Trachea divider. Okay, so the more I develop this idea, the utterly stupider it becomes. Okay, hold on. But you know what? I saw an advice video earlier this week that said, like, start small and work your way up. And honestly, I think that's probably going to be what I need to do the hardest. Oh. There we go. There. Remove this material. Is this a digestion game? Sort of. So, SC Jolly, the general idea, and I'll try to, so just to have something really stupidly simple, we have a pill-looking character with pill physics, and the objective is to, like, fall down. Like, if I can adjust the speed of gravity, this would probably make it a little easier. But basically, the general idea is just threading the needle. Attempting to, okay, so I'm gonna need to move these way over. But the general idea is to get the pill to the stomach acid, and that's how you clear the level. But the idea that I've just come up with is, if you manage to stick to the sides of the esophagus, then the pill is going to dissolve over time. I gotta figure out a way to do that, but the pill is going to dissolve over time, and if the pill gets too small, once it hits the stomach acid, you're not gonna be able, like, the pill won't take effect and you have to redo it. It'll cause an ulcer? Kind of. I'm sure this idea has been done time and time again by, like, a lot of different people as, like, a first project, but you know what? Like, as I'm trying to actively learn Unity right now, I don't care. Like, it was the title of last week's stream, Keep It Simple Stupid, and right now, yeah, I'm keeping it simple. Or I'm trying to anyway. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Idea. There. Yeah. Honestly, I have a dumb idea. If I make the player character smaller and I push the camera more forward, will it give the illusion Oh yeah. Yeah. That's good. But honestly, I may want to check this script. I don't need this. I'm trying to figure out what is setting my fall speed. I'd have to look back at that video again, I think, but as it currently stands, the player falls too fast. Also, I need to create like a top to this so that that doesn't happen. Just a dome of some kind. I can write all this down. Yeah. I have an idea. That's odd. If you can't tell, I've had this on repeat for a little while because it is one of my favorite songs in all of the Yakuza series. Broken Police Radio from Yakuza 4. It's fun. Okay. Alright, Essy Jelly, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you next on the next stream for Fire Emblem Path of Radiance tomorrow, if that catches your interest. Have a great rest of your night. Yeah, this should be good. Probably I think it's about time I switch the song. Actually, I'm gonna reshuffle this. Ooh, wait. These two songs should not be in this playlist. Ooh. This I can actually put up at the top. Here we go. Cool. There's a lot of Tekken music in this playlist. There. God, if I was making this in Blender, this would look 50 times more pretty. But I'm blocking this out in Unity. So we're fine. Yeah, that ought to work. Maybe. One way to find out. Yeah, this should be relatively okay-ish, I think. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? If this song popped up, then I'm gonna actually pull up a different song. Like, I love this song for Mega Man ZX, brilliant show window, but I do have a better song in mind. But I'm gonna let this play out. There. Okay, one more set piece like this ought to do it. There. Hi, Sunlight and Blocks. I'm trying to remember who this is. Oh, Mooney. Right. Mooney, welcome to the stream. God, I am like struggling to remember people's old usernames because everyone has changed, almost everyone has changed their username at least once. Save for like a small number of people. So forgive me if I don't get it right away. It's a confusing time. I just see the hello. Hey, Mooney, how's it going? Dun, 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 dun. I'm finally back. Also, I'll change it to Mooney. Well, A, welcome back. B, you don't have to change it just as long as I'm able to remember it. Like, it's fine. Oh. Well, Mooney Main since someone stole Mooney. Oh, oof. Anyway, time to disappear for a year. Good. Damn, already? Oh, well, all right. If you've got stuff going, then I completely understand. But like, thanks for stopping in, however long it was, and hopefully I will catch you on a future stream. See you next time. All right. Excuse me. No, honestly, it should be thinner. There. There are so many goddamn prefabs. There, so realistically, I just had to create an empty one. It's weird that these blocks are moving on the z-axis. think I'll actually scale this one up a bit. Huh. They're all at an odd angle. I don't know how that happened. What the hell? Okay, something bugged out, so I'm gonna have to reopen it. What the hell do you mean, corrupted files? Oh, great. Yeah, this will work. Okay. God damn it, what broke? Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm realizing it doesn't have to be completely even. You're only going to be able to see it from this direction anyway. Okay. Ugh, like, it's ugly, but... Shit, man, a block out is a block out. Yeah, that's fine. Now let me try running this a bit just to see how it looks. Okay, there's a gap there. I can fix that. There. So we're actually gonna make another material. There. This is not what I'm trying to do. Oh, wait. Just on this particular one. 960600. Shit, it's doing it for the whole thing. Stomach wall, apply it to this cube. There. Whoops. There. Why did the pivot move all the way over here? Yep, should be fine. Okay. So it fixed itself, that's fine. I need to be able to see my frame of reference here. Definitely want to move these out of this wall. There, that looks normal. Now before I end off the stream, because I am coming up on the end of time here, what I want to do, actually first things first, I want to change this song. Alright. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, this should look normalish. And it, in fact, does not. But that's actually a quick fix. Right, this is getting covered up. I don't have time to do that now, but I will figure it out eventually. Yeah. Okay. That should be good then. At least for now. So, the idea is really starting to take shape. Yeah, you know what? I'll work on the stomach acid liquid lining looking shit for the bottom here next time. So, for the time being, oh yes, save, please. For the time being, that's actually going to be the end of the stream, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You get to see my wallpaper for a little bit. If you liked what you saw, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, hyping, and ringing the bell to get notified every time I upload and go live. Thanks for tuning into my other videos and my shorts. That really means a lot to me. I've got more coming as always. Short coming tomorrow, video coming Saturday. Let me think. Friday, I've said a few times on stream already, is streaming Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Sunday, I am most likely going to be finishing Tomba 2. Just gotta figure that out. But, let me think. So then I'll have my next schedule up by Saturday. There should be some interesting things in there, but we will see how this goes. And with all that being said, thanks for hanging out with me and vibing with me. I greatly appreciate your time and your company. Once again, this has been Pause and Effect on Air. I've been your host, CJ, and I will see you all tomorrow for Fire Emblem. Have a great rest of your night.